How's it going, legends? Today I want to talk about chord progressions. So guitar's in C standard. I'm going to do this with distortion on because it's more of a metal setting and how I would use this. Now think of a chord progression like you're baking a cake and it's a recipe. And you just add these ingredients in and it's all been laid out for you, the fundamentals. You can go way deeper into theory and go, okay, why does this exist? I don't know any of that, but what I do know is the chord progressions and the charts that are available out there. And then all you have to do is look at these charts, learn your chord diagrams, and then you put it all together and you can just come up with your own ideas from that. Now, what I want to talk about is how are these chord progressions made, and I'm going to focus on the natural minor scale because they start off with understanding the natural minor scale. Because this guitar is in C standard, this is the C natural minor scale, which would sound like, or if you were to do it on the low string going up to the 12th fret, it would be the single notes. I'll put up a diagram now and you can start to have a look how this one works. Now we get into the formula or the recipe of what chord are you supposed to do over what root note or what note of the natural minor scale. Now if we're in C, and as you can see from this chart, it doesn't matter what the note is or anything, you know, the tuning is showing me that it's C standard. So we're going to be going off that C line, but the formula remains the same. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in Roman numerals. And there's even what it's telling you below. Now whenever it's a little Roman numeral, it's a minor or diminished. Whenever it's a big Roman numeral, it's a major. And you just follow this formula. So as you start off on your C, you got to do a minor shape. Then you go to diminished for the next one. Then major. Back to minor. Then another minor. Then finish it off with 2 majors. And then you learn more shapes because you've got your minor chord down here, and then you've got your octave of that same chord shape. And all you're doing there, it's like a bar chord, except you've just got to do those 2 notes because it just all fits like that. So now we've got these shapes, and I've got a lot of distortion because I'm doing this more in a metal setting. We can do this like with a clean tone. And if you want to see that, like me exploring this more with clean chord progressions and putting melodic leads over that, we can look into that. But then what we're going to do now is create arpeggios or groups of notes based off the chords, which are triads, to create these progressions. And all I'm going to do is start with the C, D, E flat and the F. And following that formula of minor, we're going to have so all I did there was go 1, 2, 3, 4 up the chord progression chart. If you want, you can just go from 1 to 5, and if you follow the chart, it's a minor to a minor chord. It's the 5th one, so it's the 5th note of the natural minor scale is going to lead this off. Then you just do your root 6 minor bar chord. But if you want it to sound clearer when you've got distortion, you're going to use single notes. Love that diminished chord in there. You can see what's happening here. We're using the notes of the chords to then create your own chord progressions, and that's really all it is. You could have someone just tremolo picking on the root notes, and that's implying this chord progression. And then someone doing the notes of each chord as your tremolo picking the root note. So the simple answer to what a chord progression is it's just based off the scale. And then you use the formula of minor, diminished, major, minor, minor, major, major. And then that is what gives you the information for what type of triad you need to use as you pick your order of your own combination or your own chord progression. It's like a combo, like an order, and there is no rules. There are standards. And that's the thing I think with metal. I could show you the typical chord progressions. That is using the minor chord progression, and that number and what I'm doing there is all based off that formula. You could trace it back to here, and it's been used so many times. So now the question is, do you want to do that same thing that's been used so many times? See, now I think to get it more messed up, and this is just like my head, because I've heard that so many times, I want to go. So instead of doing those typical chord progressions you've heard so many times, like I want something a bit messed up sounding. You know, the right thing to do would be go, minor, diminished, major, minor. But how about we just go? You know what I mean with that one. So this whole idea, I'm trying to teach you a chord progression, but also saying, once you learn these shapes and you see these formulas, they've been used so many times, these formulas. I think the more extreme you're going to get in metal, and depending what you're trying to create, if you want that traditional sounding cake or the, traditional sounding cake recipe to give you those songs, then obviously follow these formulas that have been around for years and years and been used in so many songs. Breaking the rules is definitely something I like to do, and you basically just follow your ears. There is no right or wrong. There is my preference and your preference. For some reason I want to use that diminished triad all the time, and I just want to me, I really like that. Someone else might hear that and go, that sounds like crap, man. Just give me the... So there you have it. There's chord progressions and how I like to use them and abuse them and not follow them exactly. These formulas have been around for a long time, and you can do what you want and there is no rules always. So I'll have some more information, some of these chord shapes that I'm using for my Patreon members, so check out the link below for that one. And until next time, just keep smashing out the riffs on the instrument we love, and I'll see you in the next one. Catch us later.